Hey guys, and welcome to my fourth video in my series entitled Project Nostalgia. In this video I'll be doing a bit more combat than random alt stories, but there are some more stories in there, so I hope you enjoy it. So I discovered that the Goblins by Varric were a little too overcrowded for my liking, so eventually I discovered this spot, despite the fact that I didn't do Goblin Diplomacy until I was a member, which is pretty bad, but yeah, I discovered this spot, and what I remember most about this spot was there was this one guy, and I'm pretty sure he's still on my ignore list. PK or Adam, that was him. He was the first one, well, second. This guy, his name was like Boy or something, but PK or Adam 69, and me and him, we were like going at it, like fighting these goblins back and forth, like saying, "Oh, I'm better than you. No, I'm better than you. Oh, star, 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 you." Trying to act like we're all badass, like. So I guess this would fall into the random category, but this house and the what's called the altar place, the church, I used to come upstairs, but specifically this house because people did it a lot in this house. I used to come upstairs, and if I saw someone, I'd run and stand under them, and because most of the time they were drop trading, and so I'd sit here and like spam click this spot that they were standing in. I mean, you could call me a douchebag for doing this, but drop trading is technically against the rules. But yeah, I did that, and I think I never got anything. One time I came up and I saw like a ridiculous amount of stuff on the floor, like a full stack of coins, and this guy was just picking it up, and I was like, no, and I ran over, didn't get any of it. But yeah, the only time I got anything from doing this was like it was behind this punching bag building thing, and this guy drop traded 10k and I got it, and I think I just gave it back to him. But yeah, don't drop trade or you'll have douchebags like me come and pick your stuff up. So one of my first experiences with safe spotting, I think I just finished Dragon Slayer, and I came over here in between here, and this lesser demon for some reason can go across here. Now I don't think they used to be able to do that. But I sat on this bridge, and I saw someone ranging lesser demons in this spot right here, and he wasn't getting hit, and I was amazed. I was like, oh, I want to do that someday, so I did. And I never got a rune medium helmet. Well, back then I didn't. Obviously, I've gotten one now, but yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. And my range level was never really high. It was like maybe 40s or something. I think you have to be 40 to wear this. And if you haven't noticed, I've been trying to wear what I wore back then, trying to be consistent. But yeah, here we go. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. And watch it be a rune medium helmet. Nope. That would have been pretty cool though. So Wizard's Tower was one of the first places I died. And when I got back, obviously all my stuff was gone. I think the guy took it, was like, "Oh, you died, you loser," and I was really pissed off. But I came to the realization that these guys are not level 9. These guys are not level 9. They just pretend to be level 9. And they hit like 40s and 50s, and obviously 4s and 5s back then. Actually, I have no idea what they hit. But they hit high for their level, and consistently if you're wearing like iron or bronze or whatever. So I came up with the idea, well, I didn't really come up with the idea, I saw other people doing it, to wait for low levels to attack the wizards, and then close the door on them. And yeah, I was that guy that made Jagex come up with that update, so that you can't close and open doors. Hold on, let's see if I can get it. If you do it long enough, yeah, see the door seems to be stuck. But yeah, I profited like a brass necklace, some leather boots, some leather gloves, and occasionally I would come and pick up these leather boots and sell them to people, though no one really wanted to buy leather boots. So I don't remember exactly when the Stronghold of Security came out, but didn't these doors used to ask you questions? I'm pretty sure they did. Whoa. So yeah, I spent a lot of time here, especially at the Minotaurs. I used to kill these Minotaurs. This is where I got like maybe 70 to 90 combat. I trained on these Minotaurs, and they used to drop iron arrows all the time. And I had a huge collection of iron arrows. I think I have like 35k iron arrows in my bank just from these guys. And back then, like, I could have sold them for a decent amount. Well, what you could have called a decent amount back then. But I didn't. I don't know why. And yeah, but this place used to be pretty crowded, and some people would range them across the little wall here. I did that for a little while, but stopped because ranging bored me. But yeah. Alright, I'm sure a lot of you know where this one is going. Yes, the Dark Wizards that would always attack you as you walked over here. You know, as soon as you get to this spot, you have to start running, or else you'd be a dead man. Especially if you were level 3, like that was the worst. If you were like just starting up an account and you're like, oh, I gotta go to Varric. Can't take the south entrance unless I wanna like take this square around to get to the south entrance. But yeah, so I'm sure many of you are familiar with that. As I saw in the comments, it was like a thumbs up comment in my last video. But eventually, when I got to like level 40 or something, and I could start using this prayer, I started training here. And the reason I trained here was because I wanted people to die so I could take their stuff, because this was before gravestones, so if someone died, you got their stuff. So I sat here and would wait for people to get attacked, and then I'd run over and take their stuff if they died. But yeah, that's mean. But I had this like fascination with waiting for people to die or like getting people killed. I'm not sure why, I just found it fun. So when I first got members, my friend was telling me about this thing called Casa Worst, and I like the way he was explaining it to me, it sounded like so much fun. So one of the first things I did when I became a member, I came here, and I was like a Zamorak freak. I had my full Zamorak. I was so excited when I got this full Zamorak. I'll probably tell that story in another video. But yeah, this was my setup. I had my pickaxe and my magic short bow, and we're gonna go in there and I'm gonna show you exactly what I did. And no! And what a surprise, I just got a task for equipping arrows. Alright, so I got in. Now let me show you, this is exactly what I did. I got like maybe that many bandages, and I went straight to the bottom. I mean, you kind of saw this if you watched Desecrator's Duo. This is like the first place I went, and there was like no one down there. Kind of disappointed me, because there used to be so many people down here. But oops, I forgot my explosive potions. That's what the rest of my inventory would consist of. There we go. But don't drop them or else you'll get hurt. I am making it my mission to kill one of these guys. You! Time to die. So I've been trying to do this for the whole game and it's not working out that well. The Zami spear seems to be superior to the magic bow. But whatever, I got some kills in there. I used to have so much fun doing this. So I'm sure most of you who are around for Tutorial Island, which I'm sure is a majority, remember Vanica, the guy who would give you like the sword and shield and stuff. And when Slayer came out, I was still free to play, and didn't really know what it was. I just knew you killed monsters or something. And when I became a member, it was one of the first skills I trained, and I discovered Vanica again. I rediscovered him. I was really excited because I was like, oh, I remember him. He was from Tutorial Island. So I got a task, and it was crocodiles. And so I was like, alright, I got it done. And then I got crocodiles again. So I was like, okay. And then I went back and got crocodiles again, and started to get really pissed off because this task is not fun. These guys float in the water. They float in the water, that's really it. but they have high defense, and it was pretty hard for me to hit back then. And yeah, anyway, I went back and got him again, and I was so annoyed. You have no idea the frustration these crocodiles have caused me. But I can say that they did contribute to my combat experience and my Slayer experience a decent amount. And this was before Smoking Kills came out, so you didn't get anything. You didn't get like Slayer points, you couldn't skip them. So I had to keep on trucking. And also I should clarify that you could get the same task in a row. I think it was, I don't know when they made the update, but you could get the same Slayer task again and again, like what happened to me. It was a very frustrating experience. So when I got my thieving level to 32, I saw that I could pickpocket rogues, and I was like, what are they? So I looked them up, and found that you could pickpocket them here. So I was like, alright, I'll go deep into the wilderness with nothing on. And so I did that, and I used to pickpocket them here. And eventually, I discovered... Are you killing my Chaos Elemental? Hold on a second. Okay, it turns out he is killing it, and he is now killing me. And I'm going... Oh god. Oh god. Alright, hold on a second. Alright, I got him. But, yeah, so anyway. On with my story. When I discovered this guy, I used to... Alright, well, first off, I was freaking out because he was hitting like 300s on me and unequipping all my items, and I was like, what is going on? And then I was teleporting all over the place and I couldn't escape, and I was freaking out. Not that it really mattered because I wasn't going to lose anything, but it was still quite a terrifying experience. But anyway, when I figured out that he could do all this stuff, this was back when the Chaos Elemental looked like a big blob. And I know that wasn't too long ago, but I mean like back before, back before free trade got taken away. And no one could kill this guy, or at least no one that I saw. I mean, I guess teams probably did kill it, but anyway, I used to sit here with my Dragon Dagger and wait for people to attack me, and then I'd run into the Chaos Elemental, and it would kill both of us, or at least it would kill me. I think I was only successful in killing the other person like 5 or 6 times. But yeah, I used to sit there with like lunch and dinner, just sitting here pickpocketing rogues, waiting for someone to attack me. It actually happened pretty commonly, but not anymore. There's like no one here anymore. Alright, I'm sure I know. Alright, I'm sure a lot of you are going. Alright, I know.